Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online and our Templar's journey. We have just met a god, a demigod, a god entity, and he is having his godly powers drained by something. And he can't figure out what it is. The other gods are fine. We did a little divination ceremony to try to figure out what or who is responsible, and we have a few leads, but nothing concrete, so today we're starting off by investigating those leads. We're going to head up here to investigate Balmora. Thank you guys so much for being here, for clicking on the video. I do appreciate you, and I hope that you're doing well. Okay, this dude just healed himself. I probably should have tried harder to figure out how to interrupt that exactly. That just seems bad for us. Little ground pound to get out of. We've actually got a little ways to travel. It's nice. Well, we've aggroed something. Some little bugs, it looks like. Now, you guys did let me know that I should get any level 1 skills that I want as soon as I can and put them on my bar, because it's things that are going to be on our bar that are actually leveling up. So it's not really that we're using them, it's just that they're equipped to our bar, and that's how these abilities are leveling themselves up. So I think, you know, getting Sunfire would be okay. I think this is as a cast that we can do at range. It's, you know, a little bit outside of what we're doing, but we are going kind of like a Magicka route, so... as far as two-handed, we have here, I think, what we can get for now. But yeah, it's good to know. Thank you for letting me know how those are leveling up. That's really important to understand, I think. I knew that, like, they wouldn't level up if we weren't using them, but I thought it was, like, using them that leveled them, and they just have to be on the bar. Let's keep going. Not really my problem, whatever's going on over here. Oh, hi. Alright, I see a side quest down here that I'd be interested in taking a look at.
You there, Outlander. I have a proposition. So I was right. You're a sword for hire.
Yes.
Excellent. My name is Marla Rethan of House Hlalu, and I have a proposition for you. I need someone to investigate what's going on in the Vasia Didanat ebony mine.
What's the problem?
Piqued your interest, have I? Capital. My brother Benar and I share ownership of the mine. But I suspect he's hiding something from me. The little weasels even locked down the entrance. Only his personal guards are allowed inside.
What do you want me to do?
There are only 2 keys to the mine. Benar keeps one in our manor house. The other is carried by the mine's foreman, Nox. I want you to procure a key, either one, and then search the mine for any sign of mischief. Report back with your findings.
I'll see what I can do.
Foreman Nox is somewhere in Balmora. Should be simple enough to pluck the key from his pockets. Or, if you prefer burglary, you could take my brother's key from the desk in his study.
Well, we're going to Balmora anyway, so that seems to make the most sense to do it that way. Let's see if we can climb up here. It looks like we actually can. We just hit level 6. We can morph uppercut if we want to. I feel like having the cast would be okay. Then again, do we want to grab a heal? I don't really think we need to heal. We have some passive healing. We're not taking a lot of damage right now, so let's just grab another combat ability to play with. And we'll look at morphing uppercut next time. Okay, so we're investigating Balmora. We need to get the Foreman's Key. We should probably prioritize getting over to the Foreman's Key. If we were up there, that'd be nice. These are the other handbills. I guess we'll just take these so that they stop tracking.
I can't believe Lord Vivek wouldn't see worshippers today.
He's a living god. I'm sure he was just busy. We should have waited longer.
I know, but we're not getting any younger.
So this is Foreman Knox. How do we...
Unhand those things, villain!
I think that Swit over there is a wanted criminal.
Somebody got caught. So do we have to like follow him into like a different area? This is so weird. Okay, I wonder what our other option is. Like go to the place and break in or something? This is strange. Like this person's trying to do the same thing we are. We got it! Yeah, I don't know why, but we got it. I don't know where you put it. Alright, now we need to gather information. So are we looking for people to talk to? Read proclamation. Seems important. Talk to miner below. Maybe down here on the boat.
Please, this one needs to get out of here. Those cultists, they're insane.
All right, but keep your voice down. I'll be ready to leave soon enough. In the meantime, if anyone asks, you're just here to haul cargo.
Interesting. I'm not sure where it's trying to get us to go to, because the stuff is not actually marked on the map, except it's marked on our compass, except the compass is kind of imprecise. And I can't really gauge the distance, but here we go. This guy's right here. I wish they had a meters marker that kind of told you how many meters away you were.
You look like the traveling sort. In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vale?
I don't think so.
She went missing a couple of weeks ago, and her father
I like his armor a lot.
any information regarding her.
Very cool. I don't think I've seen anyone by that name.
That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house counselor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded.
Can you provide me with any additional information?
You should speak to Counselor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the council.
It's a missing persons case. Of course I'm interested.
Remains missing. Counselor Eris can be found at the Redoran Kin House. And do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Vea. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the House Guard has failed, so be it.
You don't seem to like the idea of the counselor seeking help in this matter.
I have no issue with Counselor Eris seeking help. It's where he's decided to get that help that concerns me. House Redoran doesn't need outsiders to take care of its business.
Tell me a little bit about House Redoran.
How could
I'm an outsider.
know about House
What do you mean?
Redoran?
You know I'm an outsider. Look at me.
Is
You
this
can't
some
see me because of the
sort
helmet.
Outlander ruse?
No ruse.
Well, in that case, Redoran is
I am
the
a noob.
grandest of
It's
the
no
great
ruse.
Dunmer houses. We champion the virtues of duty and piety, and we have a proud military tradition. Our house comes first in all things. I don't understand why Eris seeks outside help.
Tell me what happened to Vea.
If I knew what happened to the Counselor's daughter, I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I? As far as we can tell, she left of her own accord. There wasn't any foul play involved that we're aware of. Beyond that, you'd have to ask the Counselor.
And who is the counselor, exactly?
Counselor Eris Relith oversees Redoran operations in Balmora and the surrounding countryside. He's very influential, very powerful. Usually, the Counselor doesn't allow his passions to get the better of him. But Vea is his daughter.
That's fair. The last governor or ruler that we helped in the other town was a slaver who we got arrested, so I'm interested to see how this goes. We seem to like to play a part in local politics, and I like that. Let's grab all of these just to get them off the... I want to get them off my compass. Redoran Proclamation. By order of the House Guard and the Redoran High Council, the Shulk ore mine is closed and all operations towards reopening the mine have been suspended. Workers should stay away until further notice, and visitors are strongly cautioned to avoid the area on pain of fine or imprisonment or both. This includes you, Crew Chief Handolf. Note that every effort shall be made to locate the missing mine workers as soon as possible. Right. Is there a way, maybe in the accessibility options, that font's really cool and artistic. It just probably isn't like the easiest thing to read. I wonder if in accessibility... No, nothing about the font size. Interface? Because sometimes, you know, people with dyslexia have a hard time reading strange fonts. And so sometimes there's an option just to kind of make it more like this font, you know, that's like a little bit simpler to read, but maybe I'm just... If there is an option like that, let me know, guys. I'm sure there are probably mods and stuff, but, you know, as a noob, I don't know how much into mods I want to get. I tend to try to avoid mods in other games. Okay, so what else? So now we have a couple of things going on, and I want to open my quest log here and make sure that I'm tracking the thing that I want to do. Okay, so we're kind of working on this. I wish I could track a couple of things at once. Yeah, we've just got lots of stuff to do. Okay. Talk to the counselor. Unlock the mine. So we have the key. This is the mine that we're being warned to stay away from. Let's try to finish this main one, just talking to the people of the inquiries about in the town here, of which there are at least a couple more objectives, it looks like. Gather information. Let's head this way. Okay, there's someone down there we need to talk to. Oh, look at you. I'm going to put my weapon away here. There we go. One of you guys said that like while you're exploring and it's relatively safe, you stick to first person, and then like in combat out exploring, you go into third person. And whenever it's like dangerous, and I kind of like that idea. Okay. Oh yeah, mouse sensitivity. That's what I needed. I need a little bit more mouse sensitivity, if that is a thing that can be toggled in any way. Probably not in key bindings though. Maybe in gameplay settings. Camera. Adjust the sensitivity of the mouse when moving the camera in first person mode. Yes, I think that's what I want. Yes. That's what I want. Okay, perfect.
What? Who? This one is just here to haul cargo.
Relax, I'm here to help. What was it you said about the cultists?
Cultists? This one said nothing about cultists. Perhaps you are thinking of another Khajiit. Look, Renaku just wants to leave all these crazy dark elves behind and find a safer mine to work in. The Shulk ore mine is cursed.
Well, if you tell me about the cultists, I might be able to do something about it.
Really? You? Just leave Renaku out of it. If you want to know what happened so badly, just go out to the Shulk ore mine and see for yourself.
Tell me about the cultists, or I start yelling for the house guards. Oh, we can't intimidate. How do we get the intimidate perk? Because I don't know where the perks are exactly. We got the information we needed, I guess. He's still an option to come and talk to him. Where's my third? I guess the barmaid, maybe? Harder to, like, plan your jumps in first person. I wonder if there's an option to turn the reticle off unless you're in combat. Sorry, now that I'm a little bit more familiar, I'm trying to find these things that can help with immersion a little bit. So if I was looking for a way to turn off... Maybe that'd be an interface. Maybe there's not a way. Yeah, I feel like there would be a way to turn the reticle off unless you're in combat. So one of you guys will probably know where that option's at. More experienced ESO players. Oh man, the architecture of the towns, man. Just thinking like this is just like a little town, right? We've got like the whole map here. This is just one town on a giant map. And then I guess we go out from that. Where are we now? Oh, here, we're over here. And then we go out again. Oh my god. Wait, where are we? Oh, we are on the main. We are in Tamriel. Okay. Cold Harbor. Artium. The Deadlands. Fargrave. Clockwork City. Okay, yeah, the world is massive. Alright, let's not get too obsessed about that right now. We need to find the barmaid. I'm really loving my time in this game. It's been a joy.
I love seeing new faces. For a while, it was just the same old miners and the occasional traveling merchant. Thought Carolyn might have to shut this place down. Look at me talking your ears off. What can I get you?
Any idea why visitors have been so scarce?
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles. Redrin and Hlalu arguments can get pretty heated. Then I thought maybe the Ashlanders were scaring people off. But after that proclamation... No, I'd rather not talk about that with a stranger.
Maybe if I paid you for your trouble?
I like the color of your gold, Outlander. Just between us, I heard the House Guard shut down the Shulk ore mine. Something to do with violent cultists who attacked the miners and took over the place. Even got the crew chief, or so I heard.
Well, that aligns with everything else we know that's going on. And so... Was that quest? Yeah, that objective is done. So we've investigated everything here. But we're gonna go find the crew chief. We should talk to Counselor Eris first while we're in town and kind of follow up on that side quest as well. He's over this way. Up the other set of stairs.
Counselor has his priorities all out of sorts. The real threat lies to the south.
What threat are you talking about? If it's not the cultists, which are to the west...
House Halalu encroaching on ancestral Redoran lands. Building settlements even. I saw this coming ever since we let Fort Firemoth go fallow. Let your guard down even a little and those Halalu scribs will snatch away all they can.
Good to know. So, house squabbles. Seems pretty normal for these guys. Oh, he's upstairs.
How can I help you?
I can just walk right by you and ignore you completely. How about that? We'll just awkwardly sit down too close to you, not accounting for personal space. Fun times. It's really cool that you can just sit on stuff and that the character actually sits. We'll just be here. Yep.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Sergeant Faldris sent me. He said you needed help finding your daughter.
My daughter has been gone too long, and the house guard can't seem to find a wall in the corner. But why should I trust
A wall
you
in a
with
quarter.
this task?
That was good.
Tell me, Outlander, how can you succeed when my forces continue to fail time and time again?
Well, it seems your daughter knows your people and their tactics, but she doesn't know me.
An interesting insight. Perhaps you can find my daughter. Vea can handle herself, but the father worries, you understand?
I do.
Anyway, I agree with your assessment. That's why I'm willing to bring in outside help on this.
Tell me what happened.
Vea fled after a family disagreement.
She had a
She's
big
run away
fight.
before, but I'm concerned that she might have something more permanent in mind this time, and more dangerous. Vea knows how to evade the house guard, but as you said, she doesn't know you.
Alright, I'll try to find your daughter.
Captain Briven oversees the house's attempt to locate my daughter. You should speak to him and see what his investigation has already turned up.
Where can we find him?
He's probably patrolling the town square at this time of day. Briven's soldiers have been trying to get information out of Vea's friends. But those young men and women are almost as good at avoiding the house guard as my daughter.
You mentioned a family disagreement?
That is a private.
But it could be pertinent to the investigation.
If your investigation proves fruitful, and such matters become relevant, we can discuss the particulars then. But not before.
Well, maybe your wife would be willing to discuss that with me. That's a rude thing to say, but let's
Like
go for
my
it.
daughter, my wife has a mind of her own.
Good.
What the two of you discuss is your own affair. Just understand that I haven't employed you to solve my family's problems. I only need you to find my daughter.
You mentioned she might be involved in something dangerous.
Vea has always been fascinated by the Morag Tong. Even admired one of their agents when she was growing up. It's possible she sought refuge with this agent, or even decided to join the organization. Though I hope I'm wrong about that.
Well, as a noob, I have to ask you to tell me more about the Morik Tong.
The Morag Tong? They're an ancient guild of assassins sanctioned by the tribunal to carry out honorable writs of execution. Ostensibly, they're supposed to keep the houses from resorting to all-out war. But I still find the practice barbaric.
A guild of assassins. And the agent that Vea admires?
Someone of no consequence, and not at all important to accomplishing your mission. Besides, you don't find Morag Tong agents, they find you. Just pray it's not because your name wound up on one of their writs.
Oh.
That is a death sentence.
Well, goodbye. Alright, so we have our follow-ups there.
Customers are always welcome.
And yeah, I think... what do we want to do next? We could find the crew chief, but I think while we're in town we talk to the captain. Let's get all the town stuff done. And then eventually everything will lead us out. This is a terrace. Oh, this is like a little garden. Okay. Can I... No. No, I cannot. Well, that's nice. Not where we needed to go, but nice anyway. Oh, it's raining now. It wasn't raining before. There's active weather?
May I be of service?
Yeah, you can help me. I'm lost. I get easily lost in buildings. We need to go downstairs because the governor was upstairs. Yeah, there's apparently active weather, which is really awesome. I haven't really been able to discern, but I'm pretty sure there's a day-night system at play. Although there isn't like a UI indicator, I don't think, of like what time it is. Oh yeah, wait, 10 a.m. No, that's local time. It's actually 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. So maybe it bases the time of day on that, kind of how World of Warcraft does. I'm not positive. I like that there's active weather, though.
Not now, Outlander. If you need some sort of assistance, go find one of the house guard.
Well, Consular Eris sent me to ask about the investigation to find his daughter.
You must be one of the freelancers the Councilor employed to supplement the duties of the house guard. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Vea ran away. Again. I hope you can succeed when my troops have failed. If anything happens to Vea...
Sounds like you have a personal stake in this.
I've known the Relith family since I was a child. Vea is like a sister to me, and I'll do everything in my power to get her home safe and sound. Even trust an Outlander. We think our friends may know where she is, but they keep eluding us.
Maybe they'll be less suspicious if I approach them.
Perhaps. As long as you don't get too close. They've been running notes of late. I think it has something to do with Vea, but the runners keep evading my guards. Look for a group meeting on the other side of town, and see if you can follow the note.
I'll see if I can find it.
When you find Vea's friends, remember to keep your distance. You just want to spot the note carrier and follow him to whoever's receiving these messages.
Tell me a bit more about Vea.
Key to look. Vea's a born warrior. Hard-headed, stubborn, a real pain in the ass. She can fight like an angry netch, though. I keep trying to get her to join the militia, and she always turns me down.
Tell me about Vea's disagreement with her father.
That's not my tale to tell. If Councilor Eris or his wife won't speak of the troubles...
You know, we didn't talk to the wife. And we kind of, we probably had an opportunity to do so. If I go this way, that is not going to get me where we need to go.
Get this letter to Drevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
I could use a break.
I'm assuming we follow? Yeah, follow the runner. Okay. I don't want to get too close.
Stay away from me, I'm warning you!
Uh-oh. I think we made him mad. I was hoping we could swoop in there and grab it, but it looks like we have to let it be passed off and kind of run its course here. This is an interesting type of quest. Okay, it's been passed off again. We got a couple of distractors you have to pay attention to who actually has the scroll, because two of those guys split off in different directions. This is fun. I like this. Oh no. He's like, he's freaking out. We got too close. Alright, they went into the house here.
The fire's warm and the roof doesn't leak, so come on in and make yourself comfortable.
We should probably sell some stuff. Can we sell? Yep. I'm gonna sell things because I'm not gonna really work on crafting. Eventually I'll start to learn more of what stuff is useful for, but right now I just want to make sure that I don't get to a point where my bags are full, if that makes sense. If anything looks like an upgrade, we will equip it. And you guys can kind of like weigh in, you know, what should I keep? What should I get rid of? But for right now, I just want to empty everything out. Lockpicks will keep. Yeah, if I don't do this now, this stuff's just gonna... It's just gonna pile up. I should probably keep the ring and equip it. Maybe the same thing with the necklace. Experience scrolls and stuff, like I don't really care. I don't really know what to do about stuff like that. I don't really like experience scrolls. I mean, I plan to see like all the content. I want to see all the content. I want to see all the stories. I want to see as much as I can. So I'm not thinking about getting to max level. I don't know if there's an end game. I don't care about end game.
Well done.
I just want to be on a big adventure.
What happened to Vea's brother.
And I'm assuming it's gonna take me a long time to really learn about the world and what's going on and stuff like that. So, are you upstairs? You are upstairs. So yeah, I don't really want to pop the experience scroll. I'm gonna be doing more than enough quests that, you know, we'll hit max level eventually, I'm sure.
Hello, can I help you? Wait a moment. You're one of those hirelings House Redren pays to harass us simple folk. Look, all Vea wants to do is to find out what happened to her brother. Too bad the house doesn't seem to care a swit about any of that.
Consular Eris just wants to find his daughter. Will the note you received help me accomplish that?
Vea wants nothing to do with the house or her father. Why can't any of you respect that? Even if I wanted to help, I haven't seen Vea since she snuck out of town. We communicate by notes, and this one isn't even about her.
What's it about then?
Well, if you must know, it concerns Vea's brother. He was an officer in the House Guard before he vanished without a
Nobody
trace.
mentioned that.
We've been trying to help Vea.
Is that what the disagreement's about? How the brother vanished? Maybe they're not looking for him? Who are you delivering this information to if you aren't in contact with Vea?
A local tough. Goes by the name of Ashur. He delivers the letters. We usually meet him outside of town to the northeast. But good luck trying to get any information out of him. Ashur is not known for his conversational skills.
I can be pretty persuasive.
I think we're done here, don't you? I told you where to find Ashur. He's been passing our notes on to Vea. Just to the north and east, outside of town. Or is this your way of offering to save me a trip since you're headed his way?
What can you tell me about Vea's brother?
I'm not telling you anything, you red-ridden lapdog.
Oh, good. Perfect. Yeah, we need persuasion, guys. I need to figure out how to get persuasion. I just don't... I don't see it anywhere in my skills, you know? I'm not sure where that would be. If I go here... I also don't see it. So that's kind of a... I could look it up, obviously, but... I would rather have one of you guys tell me about it. Where do I get the persuasion skill from? Because it seems like it's going to be important to have for conversation options. Maybe it's not something we unlock till later. I don't know. Alright, so we're heading over here to find the guard captain guy and talk to him. What's amazing to me playing through these quests, especially the side quests, and thinking about how many side quests must be in this game, like just the birth of content that there must exist within this game. That seems like, I mean, all of these stories have been really well written, really well voice acted, have made sense, have contained information about the world and lore and factions. It's all really good, and it's like, man.
No writ will protect you from us.
Uh-oh.
Feeling left out? I'm sure I can procure a writ for each of you.
We're gonna help this guy, obviously.
That's it! Kill the Morag Tong and any witnesses!
I'll just take my leave. No use getting my axe.
I need aid!
We're getting hammered on by a caster back there. It turns out we have that spell too. That's an upgrade.
I had that situation under control. Just needed them to make the first hostile move. Still, I cleaned enough blood off my axes for one day, so thanks for lending a hand.
I was told to meet you out here.
You were you? Was it Melissa? I told her I'd close out my tab after I completed another contract. That woman has the patience of an anxious Nyx. Well, tell her I'm good for it. I'll stop by and we can conclude our business cordially.
No, it's about Vea.
Vea? The new apprentice? Now why in oblivion do you care about Vea?
I'm trying to find her.
Are you now? And why do you want to do that? Never mind, I don't really care. I was asked to pass along some notes, but I'm not really the messenger type. I suggest you talk to Vea's mentor. Last I heard, she had a job in the Western Ruins.
Alright, we will look for her there.
Make sure you don't anger Vea's mentor, or even look at her the wrong way. She's grown surprisingly protective of that young woman, and if she thinks you pose a danger... Besides, I'd hate to see you wind up on the wrong end of one of our writs.
Why were those townsfolk trying to kill you, though?
You know, the usual buyer's remorse. I see a lot of that in my line of work. Turns out, I had to kill a bad man who did bad things. The writ was legal and above board. Unfortunately, his brother didn't see it that way and was looking for revenge.
Tell me a bit more about... We know he's an assassin. He works for the Guild of Assassins.
I'd rather not. She's particular about her secrets, and I don't want to get on a bad side.
That's fair.
You should keep that in mind too if you plan to continue on this course. Vea's mentor usually sticks to the rules, but I wouldn't turn my back on her.
Alright, the Western Ruins. It's going to be over this way. We have the crew chief we can find first. It's probably going to be easier to teleport back to the temple here.
What is it?
Is this guy going to be like inside of a cave or something? Or is he simply going to be on the other side of this rock formation? Just on the other side of the rock formation.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redoran proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but some of my miners are still in there.
Can you tell me what happened in the mine exactly?
Our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct a ritual before the Ashlander interrupted them.
Oh, the Ashlander interrupted the cultist?
Well,
we saw an Ashlander in the
never
vision,
actually saw an
the divination.
Ashlander, but I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!"
Of course.
That's not an exact
oh,
quote, but
I
you
see.
get the idea.
I was going to say, that's what they said.
I don't know what happened after that. I was kind of busy trying not to die.
That's fair, my man. What kind of mine is the Shulk?
It used to be an ore mine, and we hope it will be again. My crew was inside preparing to start up mining operations when the cultists attacked. The way things are going, we might just have to turn the place into another Kwama egg mine.
Besides the fact that they're cultists, why do you think they were conducting a ritual?
Probably because I heard one of them say, "With this ritual we'll call forth a mystical weapon and attain the power of a god."
Yeah, that'll do it.
Something along those
right.
lines. Look, I was just... Really?
I'll go in and see.
That's awfully brave of you. If you see any of my miners, tell them to get their arses out here. I'll wait as long as I can. Or
until I hear screaming.
Then I'll go to Balmora and try to find some
I
help.
like it.
Good luck.
The writing is really good. The dialogue, it feels so natural for these characters. It's really interesting. All right, let's go do this. This is like on our way. We're just kind of knocking things out naturally here. So let's check out the mine and see if we can put an end to the cultist. Okay. Retrieve the ritual items.
I can't remember her name. The pretty one.
Well, we didn't stay in stealth for very long, but... I mean, we're wearing plate armor, so we're probably just not very stealthy in general. I need you to infiltrate the mine outside Balmora and recover an item of great importance to our venerated cause and to the elevation of the Ashlanders everywhere. Currently, this item resides in the possession of the Nicotic cult, who plan to conduct a ritual in the mine to grant the item the ability to channel unfathomable power. Let the cultists begin the process, but acquire the item before they complete the ritual. The item lies in one of the deep chambers of the mine, most likely heavily guarded. Sneak in and steal the item. It has the appearance of a staff made of metal and gears. It is necessary to advance to the next stage of our cherished cause. Okay, so that was a note to the Ashlander who snuck in here and tried to steal from the cultist.
I'm hurt.
Why did he charge that way? His line was pointed the other way. That was weird. Whoops. Okay, so we found that clue. What is this? Oh, we're just like passing through some rubble. Oh, that's neat. Would a Daedric Lord betray you? Yeah, I'd say a demon would probably betray somebody if they wanted to, sure. This seems reasonable.
More thieves! Stop them!
We're gonna probably have to go over to the ads first. We're out of magicka. Oh, she like sacrificed all those people. Curate Erdino. Erdino? So this is the lady that we saw in the little vision that we helped the god and his assistant summon up. Pewter necklace, reduce spell cost. Alright. Okay, so let's check this out. Retrieve the ritual item. Okay, right here. Okay, the event is starting again. We don't really need to stick around for all that. A river troll, our favorite. We are going to make a run for the exit.
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine?
I'm not sure. I have to consult my contact.
Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any of my miners were able to escape from the cultists.
I didn't see any miners in there, buddy.
Luck with your mission. Whatever it is.
I did kill a bunch of the cultists, so maybe that'll help. Let's head over here. Let's find Nevaeh's mentor and see if we can follow up on that and where that leads. I'm not sure. There's some kind of camp here. Well, my first impression is that whatever happened here was very bad.
Leave me, Outlander. Let me die in the shame I've brought to Malakath. Defeated by a lone warrior. Malakath will laugh at our incompetence.
Are these orcs? What happened to you?
An assassin. Probably a Morag tongue. She tracked our leader here. But she doesn't know.
Oh boy.
We set a trap inside the ruins.
We kind of need her alive. And he's dead.
One woman! Get inside the ruins and stop her!
Oh, we're going to have to fight these orcs, aren't we? Oh wait, they're not all orcs, are they? This guy's a human, isn't he? This guy looks like a human to me. Maybe they're like different nationalities joined together in evil, I guess, would be the way to think about it. You are a mage. We don't want to be in this. So you can't roll. Oh, you can roll. You just don't. Your camera doesn't roll. That's interesting. Interesting effect. Okay, so we need to get inside of here. Guess we're going that way. I'm surprised that knocked him down. What is this? An Ogrim. He's on fire. I'm sure he likes that. Alright, here we are. We're dungeon delving again. I absolutely love it. I love that most of our adventures, they have like a talking phase, like a city phase where we gather information. They have an open world phase where we travel, and then there's usually a dungeon involved, and I really like that loop a lot.
Let the assassin come. I'm tired of running and she doesn't frighten me.
Well, she probably should.
Well, you're not what I expected you are. You're not a cultist. At least you sure aren't dressed like one. You're walking into a dangerous place, hero. You must be here for a reason.
I came to find you to ask you...
Questions? I don't have time for questions. I have a writ to complete. Look, I can't keep these evil cultists waiting. You want to talk? Find me after I finish this job.
I'll find you. Is that all we're in here for? No, we're in here also... Oh, we're gonna help her complete the writ. That's optional. Let's help her.
Come out, little assassin! Or is the Morag tongue too scared to meet the powerful snake face to face? There she is. Surround her. Cut her apart.
From the sides!
A helping hand?
By Malakat's sacred tusks, you won't get past me!
So are we an assassin now too? Like, is that how this works? Since we helped complete a writ?
Excuse me, hero. I have to see an orc about a writ.
Alright, yeah, I think she's taken off. Let's see. That is not any better than what we have.
Don't kill me. I didn't mean to interfere with House Tolvani's plans. I made a mistake.
A mistake? Well, that explains everything. I'll just let the Tolvani know. I'm sure Mage Valen will understand.
Oh,
That's a relief.
Oh, she's gonna kill you.
Kill me.
I am.
That's literally all she does.
I hate when my leathers get wet. And this is a new outfit, too. Ah, well. I suppose we ought to discuss what you're doing here. You're obviously not one of the Malakath cultists, so I have one question. Why the tusk are you following me, and why shouldn't I just kill you and be done with it? Yes, that was 2 questions, and an orc curse, and a threat. It's been a long day.
I like her. I'm looking for Councilman Eris's daughter. This is going to set her off.
Oh, that's not what I
expected.
expected. But you can just turn around and leave.
There we go.
You're not going to find her. Faye is going through a difficult time right now. And the last thing she needs is some house-veteran lackey adding to her pain and confusion.
Her father just wants to find her and know that she's safe.
Really? Is that what old man Eris told you? And did he tell you about Vea's brother? About how house-veteran
See, it is the fight was about the brother.
No? I didn't think so. Vea needs answers and I promise to help her. So walk away while you still can.
If you don't let me help, you'll have to deal with others. They're hiring outsiders to find Vea.
Outsiders? Is her father really that desperate? Look, tell Eris that Vea's safe and you'll see her soon. But no more outsiders. If my organization gets skittish, they'll return to the shadows and take Vea with them.
Is
Let me deal with you.
Is that really true? Will you set up a meeting with Vea?
Well, it's not exactly a lie, and I don't want things to get out of hand. I'll arrange a meeting, provided Vea agrees. You let Eris know she's safe. Get him to stop hiring freelancers before someone gets hurt. I'll send word when we're ready.
What was the business between you and the Malakath cultist?
That was poetry in motion. Not only is my organization getting choice assignments again, but we're starting to recover some of our prestige. Specifically, these Malakath cultists interfered with House Telvanni, so they had to be dealt with.
And that orc at the end?
Oh, him? No one special. Just the leader of this particular band of mad cultists. His name was on the writ, so I had to end him. It's what I do, after all, and I do it. I suppose if you're in for a sliver, you might as well be in for the log. I'm with the Morag Tong, and what you witnessed was a legal murder. According to my writ, the orc had to die. So, I killed him. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to Vea.
Why do you care what happens to Vea?
Vea and I have a history. Her brother, too. They were good kids. Liked to watch me train. Now I feel responsible for her. When she came to me looking for help and asked to join the Morag Tong, who was I to refuse?
You let her join?
That was her decision, not mine. Vea's good with a blade and tracks like a Nord Ranger. She's a natural at this, and it gives me a chance to keep an eye on her. So now I'm her mentor and she's my apprentice. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, if that works for you. Okay, so we are done here. Can we, from here, teleport? I bet that we can. Yep. What are we following up on here?
Another adventurer looking for work?
This is about a notice. I saw a notice you need help.
Did you? Well, that's why it was posted. It's simple. Citizens tell us what they need, and we arrange for the job to be completed.
This is the poster we just clicked on.
You'll be able to meet with the client before starting the task. They'll also have your reward, not us.
How do I receive jobs?
Belarus Omeril and her brother Trelan will handle your assignments. Check in with them frequently to see if they have a job for you.
Okay, I'm not sure what that is. We'll think about that later. Let's track. There we go. Let's track what we're trying to do. Oh, we're not in the right area. Okay, I went to the wrong town. Let's go to the right town. I knew something was a little bit off. Having the number of meters display when we hover like that would clue me in. It'd be like 1,500 meters, and I would know that it was way too far. Okay, now we are where we want to be. How great is the music? It's just positively soothing. He's up.
How may I be of assistance?
If you learned anything relating to the whereabouts of my daughter, please talk to my husband.
We don't know who she is.
He's been anxiously awaiting
let's
your
talk to
return.
her. I want to see.
Important? I suppose that depends upon who you ask. My husband thinks so. I'm the treasurer here in Balmora. My job requires that I record all important transactions regarding Redoran finances and balance everything to the last gold piece.
Your husband? We're like a complete doofus.
Councillor Eris, who oversees Redoran operations in the Balmora region. Our family is one of the most respected in the house. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, wherever it is you come from. Now, if you don't mind, I have a lot of work to do.
So she doesn't want to talk to us about anything. Wait, let's see. Was that not his wife? Where would his wife be at? I don't know. Alright, let's just tell him what we found out.
I'm surprised to see you back here, but I'm also relieved. Does this mean you have news about my daughter?
I don't know.
She's safe.
I don't know if being an assassin means that you're safe.
Ready to come home.
She's safe. She joined the Morag Tong and they're arranging a meeting.
Vea? Join that cult of assassins? I was afraid she'd do something rash. But what was she thinking? I don't see the Morag Tong as safe, but at least she's still alive. So I suppose that's something. When are we going to meet with my daughter?
Not us, just me. But tell me, what happened to Vea's brother?
She won't meet with me? No, I suppose she's not ready for that quite yet. As for Vea's brother, that was all the doing of the Redoran Council. I'm not allowed to discuss the details, but he's still alive, if that's what Vea is worried about.
Naryu said they call off the other freelancers, or she'll take Vea and disappear.
Naryu's back in town? She's as stubborn as Vea. Very well. No other outsiders. Although I can't dismiss the mercenaries that Captain Brivin employs. House Redoran is my life, as is Vea. I'll do everything in my power to see her home safely.
Your daughter is safe. Just let me handle this and I'll try to get her to meet with you.
As you say. No other outsiders. But there are rules, Outlander. I must do everything within reason to maintain the honor of House Redoran. Here, your first payment. Soon, however, I'll expect more than just a verbal confirmation of Vea's safety. When next you see her, tell my daughter that I want to talk to her. Vea can set the terms, but I expect her to stop running away when things don't go her way.
I'll convey the message, but I need to know exactly what you and Vea argued about.
Vea has always felt shackled by the rules of House Redoran, hobbled by the many duties and obligations it presses upon its subjects. After the situation involving her brother, she decided she wanted nothing more to do with the house, or with me.
So your strict observance of rules and obligations caused this rift between you and your daughter.
That may be an oversimplification, but I suppose your statement is accurate. I walk a narrow path between House Counselor and loving father. Unfortunately, the former often supersedes the latter. That's why I want to speak to Vea again.
I will try to arrange a meeting. I'd like to follow this one to its conclusion if we can. Therefore, you know, it could chain much more and get much more large in scope, but I feel like we're going to reach a conclusion on it. So we need to find a way to contact her. Which apparently we can talk to this guy.
Look at that.
Oh, he's
now
our boy.
I'd find you here. And damn it, did I mention how much I hate being
you
messenger?
Did.
Makes me wish I had a writ so I could kill something.
That's probably not mentally healthy, but it's
now
fine.
He wants to talk to you. Said you'd know what it was all about.
All right, where do I need to go?
Here. This should explain everything, sort of. It's a map. We change locations every other day for security reasons, just in case it falls into the hands of House Redoran or someone else with an axe to grind with our organization.
And what do I do with this?
Never had to use a map before. Amateurs. This one leads to a key to one of our safe houses.
And another map.
The first map? It depicts a particular town.
Kind of like this one, right?
Hint, hint. The rest? Look, I know you're helping Counselor Eris, but if that map falls into House Redoran hands, I'll probably have to kill you. Nothing personal, mind you. We're already having a bit of trouble with the house, and we'd rather not make matters worse.
That's fair. So, somewhere in here we are going to find a location that will have another map and a key. Oh no. Oh no. Looking at an archway towards a boat and a staircase. There's the archway, so maybe on this side? Yeah, I think it must be over here. That's basically our view, right? Yeah, this has got to be it. Past the sword juggler. Oh, look at that. Hey, that was actually pretty cool. Alright, and so the next area is a little bit south of us. Now let's come up here and cross over. And then in a second we'll take a look at the map. Okay, we have a tree, we have the side of a two-story dwelling or shop. Oh, is it giving us a tip here on the compass? I think it is trying to lead us. Okay, so we don't necessarily have to use the picture. We can get close enough, and then we can just use the compass. Well, that's good. And she's here. Oh no, this is okay. This is the lady we met before.
Sorry about all the subterfuge, but
oh, you took your mask off.
when it comes to security around here.
I didn't think we were going to get to see her without her mask. That's awesome.
Don't be so eager, my darling. It reveals too much about your ultimate intentions. But yes, Vea would very much like to meet with you. You intrigue her, and your connection to her father could prove beneficial once she knows she can trust you.
And how do I prove she can trust me?
Redwin records. House officials keep track of everything. Incidents, commendations, births and deaths. Whether important or mundane, they detail it all in their registry.
So she wants me to
Vea
steal
believes
the registry.
Contains information about her brother Ulron.
Right, I do want to help her find out what happened to her brother.
Don't sound so offended. You had to know your hands were going to get dirty eventually. You are dealing with assassins and politicians, after all. The local keeper of records, Lord Drono, is away, so security at his townhouse should be light.
Steal the registry from Lord Drono's townhouse. Got it. Alright, where is the townhouse? Is the townhouse in town? It would be, right? I really appreciate the adventures that happen within the towns, within the cities, and that they actually use these beautiful towns and cities as a place where stories happen. It's so enjoyable. Ooh. It's the lockpick game I don't understand. Yeah, I can't say I understand this. You don't have any lockpicks. Okay, how do we buy lockpicks? There's gotta be like a vendor? I don't see any vendors marked on the map. That's a little bit weird, right? Do you have vendors? Grocer, banker. General goods merchant. Okay, let's try heading back here. We'll try to go to the general goods merchant and see if we can buy some more lockpicks. I might have to Google how to lockpick in this game. It says simple, so I'm obviously missing something. All I seem to be able to do is right click. You know, I right click, it pushes the spring down, the spring goes down, the spring comes back up. I remember succeeding at it back in the day, back when I first played this game, and now I just can't seem to make heads or tails of how in the heck one would pick a lock. It's really strange. I don't feel like it was tutorialized, or if it was, maybe I missed it. Maybe I could look. I don't know if there's any in-game help that would explain it to me. Who are you? You are not the merchant I'm looking for. Maybe you're up here. I don't know if this is what we want. Grocer. I don't want a grocer. I literally just need general goods. Okay. Okay. I don't want to get hung up just like I have to get through a door. I don't think it should necessarily be this hard. Obviously, they want me to be able to lockpick and do these roleplay things. But that being said, they need to make lockpicks more accessible, I guess. There's probably a way to craft them that I don't know about. Alright, somewhere, there's a general goods vendor. Maybe in here. I feel like all these doors are leading to the same place, though. Okay, there's an actual general goods vendor in here. Will they have lockpicks? I don't know.
Welcome to my humble shop.
They have a lockpick. Is there a way to craft lockpicks? Because that just seems kind of crazy. Oh, they're infinite. Okay, buy multiples. Let's just buy a crap ton because I don't know how long it's going to take me to figure this out. And they seem relatively inexpensive. Can I type here? I can. There, we bought a bunch of lockpicks. Let's check the map. Let's go back. Teleport here. Okay, so how do we pick this lock? I thought we would just try each of the little spring things in sequence. One of them has to click into place, and then the next one clicks into place, and then the next one clicks into place. Like, I understand the concept. It's just that in practice, it's not happening. It hasn't happened a single time. We've had about 3 different lockpicks. I haven't gotten any of them to like compress their springs and click into place. And I don't really understand why. Like, what else could you do? What other button could I press? I don't have any other buttons to press that I'm aware of. There's this other button, there's like the lever there that we can see beneath the lockpick, and I just don't get it, guys. It says simple, but it's obviously not simple. You'd think that would do it. This one looks like it's going to go in, but it doesn't. Alright, it's time to do some research. Let's see. How do you pick a lock? How do you pick a lock? How about some text instructions would be good. Let's see. Position yourself. Sure that you're completely hidden. To begin, move the mouse over one of the 5 pins. In the order you do them doesn't matter. Press the mouse to begin to depress the pin. When the pin wiggles, release the mouse button. If done correctly, the pin will remain in the lowered position. Okay. Okay. So it says I should be fully hidden. Okay. Oh. Okay. I get it. Yeah. Okay. As soon as it wiggles, we gotta let it go. We got it. Okay, whoa. I never would have thought about releasing it like that. I don't know. We're hidden and we're trespassing. And we're in a restricted area. Which I think means that we will get attacked if anybody finds us here. Can we, like, take this guy out without killing him?
I'd leave that alone if I were.
Oh yeah, sure. We'll leave it alone. We've got to go below. Okay. I'm not really interested in stealing anything from these people, but we need to get below. Can we sneak past this guy? He does path away, so that's good. Let's look for information about the Brother Exile for conduct unbecoming of a veteran officer and noble. Well, I didn't want it to come to this, but to be fair, we do what we have to do. Sorry. Sorry. And we didn't finish reading. We didn't get to read the thing. Where would we read the thing? Would it be in our journal? Yeah, we have a whole lore library, so it's... I don't know if it would be in there. Okay, well maybe we'll find out from the dialogue why he was exiled. Can we just teleport out of here? Would that be...
Not much longer now.
That'd probably be the safest way to go, so we don't have to kill any more innocent guards.
Look what crawled up from the dung heap. A pathetic criminal. Now get lost.
I like the crime system, and it's also good that you can just pay them a small pittance of money to like absolve yourself. I'm sure that goes up like the more mayhem, thievery, and murder you commit. It's really interesting. It's like a system that they don't have to have that in the game, but since it's kind of a staple in Elder Scrolls games, they have it. We can't jump, can we? Not. Oh, we can. Look at that. I thought there'd be like an invisible barrier, but no, we got it. She'll probably tell us.
Still alive, I see.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're here, that means you weren't captured and hauled off to a Redoran dungeon. Good for you. Were you able to acquire the registry? And does it contain any information about Thea's brother Ulron?
Yeah, it mentions that he was stripped of his rank and exiled.
Ulron was exiled? That can't be right. He's an exemplary officer and a good man. Plus, he's the son of a counselor. Why in oblivion would House Redoran banish one of their brightest stars?
Apparently it doesn't give details in the registry.
I can see that. There has to be more to the story, but I'm not sure how we get it. Still, you proved you could be trusted, and you admirably performed this task. So I suppose I should let you meet with Vea now.
That's good. Where's she at?
There's an abandoned cave along the coast. It's in the swamp and smells like rot, which makes it the perfect place to hide. Vea's supposed to wait inside, but she's bored. I know she's been sneaking out. You'll find her in the cave or just outside.
All right.
Get to the swamp and find Vea. She's eager for any information about her brother, so she's really going to appreciate getting that registry. Just try not to be too charming when you meet her hero.
Mm-hmm.
She has enough distractions as it is.
Fair enough. Why is she out in the swamps? This place looks pretty comfortable.
Vea would face too many temptations here in Balmora. Friends, favorite places, familiar sights and sounds, not to mention the proximity to all things House Redoran. Even the most thick-headed house guard would eventually stumble over her.
Well, thanks for trusting me with your secret hiding places.
Oh, don't thank me, hero. As long as you're useful and don't betray us, then we're engaged in a mutually beneficial arrangement. Cross us in any way, however, and you'll never see my blade before it plunges into your heart.
At least she's straightforward. Do you know Vea's brother well? She said she kind of knew them growing up.
Ulron and Vea used to sneak out to watch me train. I have a way with blades that fascinated them to no end. Eventually, our fondness developed between the three of us. And to think, I never even had a nick sound growing up.
Doesn't being in the Morag tongue make such relationships difficult?
It's not like personal relationships are against the rules, though I suppose they are sort of frowned upon. Anyway, my assignments always brought me back to Vardenfell, so we were able to keep in touch and visit even as they grew older.
And you don't think Ulron could do something terrible enough to warrant exile?
Anything's possible, but the Ulron I know holds honor above all else. I can't believe he'd do something so dishonorable that the house leaders would demand his exile. We need to find out more about what happened.
I hope we get to. Alright guys, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break here for today. This storyline seems like it's going to continue a little bit. I foresee that we're going to go find her out in the swamps, and then we're going to have to help her get to the bottom of the mystery of why her brother was exiled by the council. And then we're going to have to deal with the dad. So we will save some of that for next time. But I'm having a lot of fun. I don't want to rush. I'm having a great time. It's the kind of game that, yeah, I feel like I could sit here for hours and just keep going. And that's a really good feeling to have. Definitely starting to get immersed in the world. I really like having the Dark Elves here. I didn't know how I feel about Dark Elves because they're kind of unfamiliar to me, but so far I really like all the stuff they have going on here, and it's been a blast. So thank you guys for being here for it. Really do appreciate the support. If you're digging the series, leaving a like on the video and subbing to the channel would help me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate those that do. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other, and we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.